Joined here by Chippenham Town manager Mike Cook at the Beverley after a 0-0 draw against Hampton and Richmond. Mike, 0-0 draw, sounds a bit boring, couldn't have been further from it.
I thought it was a very good game. It was, I think if you're a neutral and you're watching that today, it was a little bit like a basketball match at times, which is not good for the ticker, but good entertainment for the crowd, I think.
Yeah, successive draws on the road. Again, we've extended that unbeaten run on the road to 7 now. We are, I think, one of only 2 sides that are undefeated in the league away from home. It's a very, very hard place to come, very tricky. He sets his side up to be very resilient at the back, and it showed today in the fact that we couldn't really break them down. We had a couple of chances, but nothing really concrete. But, you know, testament to yourself and the staff, they had the same problem. Yeah, they did. And I thought we were really good. We knew what they were going to be all about. We watched the video of them about a month ago when they absolutely bopped it around Ebbsfleet and made them look poor. And, we were a bit worried about that, if I'm honest, today. So I'm really pleased because we have a plan for every game. And this was a little bit different today. And they all stuck to the plan and deservedly got the point. And I just think both teams struggled to break the opposition down, and yet it was still exciting, wasn't it? So it was pleasing from a coach's point of view, but from a supporters, it must have been a good game to watch as well. It was. I mean, I think it's fair that we sort of say, it's critical that we remember that Hampton are going to be one of those sides that are up there at the end of the season. They are probably one of the more experienced sides now at this level. The back five has got some 1,500 non-league games between them. I mean, Alan Julian takes up about 1,000 of that, but again, he was very commanding back there, and they sort of set their stall out to be more difficult to break down than they are lethal on the attack. But it was only a few short months ago in a COVID disrupted season that they came down to our place and really played us off the park. That was pretty much the same team today, and we've come in today away from home against the odds really, and we've done the job. Yeah, we have, and that's what we were a little bit afraid of, because that leaves a bit of a scar on you, because that night when they beat us 3, it could have been 6 or 7 if I'm being honest about it. So when you get a result like today, when you've come here and I don't know what the crowd was, but it seemed a good crowd in today, and to implement the plan and do everything that we talked about on Tuesday. And
hey!
Got a little fan here, Mike.
Okay. You right?
Yeah.
You right?
What are your thoughts on the game, big man?
Good.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
Did you get the right result? I see you got a Hampton shirt on. Are you happy with the point?
You have to get a Chippenham shirt on.
I don't think we're going to convince him. Anyway, we've been joined by a young Hampton fan. You enjoy yourself, young man. Well done, buddy. And we'll get back to the positives for ourselves, Mike. Obviously, we were just saying there, it wasn't so long ago that Hampton were coming down and playing us, off the park. And like you said there, it could have been 5 or 6 last time round. It wasn't this time. Let's talk about the critical moments for ourselves, because we did have moments in the game. First half, I think I phoned through to the radio in the first 45 minutes. I felt that we were completely in control. If any team were looking like they were going to score, it was us. And we had chances there, a couple for Marlon. Hanksy's pulled off one at the back stick, which Julian's put a hand on, which the ref has inexplicably given as a goal kick. A couple of free kicks. Again, we've sort of seen our strengths there with Manny and Kieran testing and looking like they're sort of coming together. So it wasn't as if we just sort of came down here to defend. We've had chances today. Yeah, we did. And Clarkey comes in, the analysis guy, at half time, and we were up on all the stats apart from possession. I think it was something like 53 or 52, something like that, against 47, 46, something like that. So in their favour, and that was the only stat. By the end of the game, that had slightly skewed a little bit more. They had a few more chances where they've not hit the target. But when you're saying to the lads, you're trying to get this win, and I was speaking to a manager a couple of weeks ago about, you need to believe that you're going to be winning games, or you can get that goal, or you can get back in the game. And I thought there was a lot of belief in there today, and we need it, but you've got to believe it as well. And I thought they were excellent to a man. And every week I miss people out that I should say has played well, but I thought Marlon was great again today. I thought Russie was superb in that holding midfield role. Ricky again. Ricky looks a pleasure for us to be working with and coaching with. He was superb, and it was tight. And if you love your football and you watch your football, you'll see those sort of things. And so I was really pleased. Danny Greenslade again, I thought did great. There's no mistakes from Spence and Will today, so that cuts the goals down straight away. But when people do make individual mistakes, you can't do much about it. There's nothing really coaching wise. You just got to say, look, pick your heads up, get on with it. And I thought everybody to a man today was brilliant. It is, and I think it's testament again to the work that that Chippenham are putting in on every level, whether it be board, management, players, as a general club. Really, I think you highlight there that mistakes, unfortunately, they happen in football. The last couple of weeks, we seem to have been penalised for them quite strongly. With unfortunately, a penalty decision going against us last week, Parcell's red card, which has kept him out of the game today. The Welling game again, I think the general consensus was that we were the better side against Welling. We went down to a 3-1 defeat. 2 individual mistakes cost us, and not putting the ball away at the other end. But I guess this is really a tribute to the game plan. When we come here and we don't make those mistakes, we're still that very same hard to beat side.
Yeah, and all we need to do is just add a little bit of quality to it. Again, we've tried to get a couple of players this week. Not going to happen. They've gone to other clubs, or for whatever reason they haven't signed for us. But we just keep looking, and if we can just get that little 2 or 3 quality players. I think Rick has made a big improvement to us off the back of the sort of what I call 2 bad performances. I'm not really counting the game against Ebbsfleet as a bad performance, because I think they're outstanding, and I think they're going to be a team that is going to be in that top 2 or 3. So the last couple of weeks in training has been really good. There's been a positive attitude from all the players. The board have been great with us, and a couple of signings that we've wanted to go for, they've supported me with that, so I'm thankful to them for doing it. So we just want to make it a good place to come, and we just need to address the home form, and we won't be far off it, I don't think, getting in that top 10.
Yeah, agreed. And another one for today, which I think is a real hat tip to the work that's been doing at the club. We've come here today. Notoriously, away supporters tend to dwindle in the last sort of few seasons, where it has been quite difficult to get people here. However, Chippenham fans have turned up today in their carloads. We've had a minibus has come down, which Johnny's driven down from the club directly, with several patrons from usual sort of non-travellers that have sort of been able to get there today. We've had a few people on the team coach that are normally there, so a good sort of 30-40 Chippenham fans that have made the trip today. It must have been a real pleasure to look over at the end and see those claps being reciprocated back towards you.
Yeah, and it's brilliant, and it's it's all credit to the players. It's implementing that plan. That's all we can do. We worked really hard on the Tuesday and the Thursday, and then to get a round of applause like we did, and that appreciation of they can see we've put it in over those last couple of weeks. We're not always going to get it right. Definitely, we're not always going to get it right, but it won't be through a lack of trying. And if that goal is a sensible goal, with the board of directors, the supporters and us, getting into that top 10 will be an unbelievable achievement. And then if we can add to that for next season, then we'll be good. You can see today, if you're coming to a place like today and you're getting a well-deserved draw, we're not that far away from being a top 10 team.
Precisely, and now obviously looking ahead to sort of our quote-unquote mini-league of teams that we should potentially be giving a proper scrap to. We've got a first Tuesday night fixture obviously at home coming up since the Ebbsfleet game. We've got slightly, dare I say, easier opposition this time in Hemel Hempstead. They certainly will be in that bracket where we'd be looking to take some points. We say about addressing the home form and getting ourselves to transition from the form and the play that we're showing away from home at home. That's got to be a real sort of turning point for you guys. At Hemel, they're down there. They're another team that are in the mud and looking sort of troubled in some respects in terms of getting a result. That really could be your coming out party. Yeah,
it could be, because we always go into every game open that we're going to be winning, but there's obviously games where you have a little bit more chance of potentially that happening. So we'll give them all the due respect and do all our diligence like we normally do, but you've got to hope and pray that we don't leave those performances out here today, because personally I'd rather have a better home form, and be pleasing the home fans, but it's a shame they're not seeing these away performances. And if we could get a few more people through the gate on Tuesday, they'll make a difference, because those away travelling supporters, they make a difference. They definitely do, when you're on the attack, or if you just need some legs to get back and make a tackle. So they've got a very important job to do, and as many people as we can get through the gate, the better, really.
Good stuff, and obviously we'll close it up there, Mike, but obviously just before we do, we touched last week upon injuries and suspensions in the camp. We know that we're getting back towards sort of full fitness now. At a count, there's really only 2 players I think that are really missing from today. I think Alex Bray, I think he's still away off. I think I was speaking to Kieran earlier, who said that his suspension's only a 1-gamer due to it being a professional foul, so Kieran back in contention for Tuesday. I think I heard rumours that Alex is back running next week. Do you think roughly how far is Alex away from being back in the starting 11?
A couple of weeks just yet, with missed Harry Warwick's pace as well, especially in the last 20 minutes of games where you know that you can chuck him on and he brings something different to the table for us. His back problem's probably another couple of weeks, I would say. But it's just nice to only have his 2 injured, to be honest, rather than having 6 or 7 and trying to pick a team with people who are going out there not fully fit. So we're pleased. I was speaking to their manager before the game, and they were also saying that they've been hit by a few injuries and COVID and everything. So I think it's going to be one of those seasons, with the flu and everything as well. So it's all looking good. We all look fit and well, and going into Tuesday's game with a lot of excitement, enthusiasm, and hopefully we'll pick points up.
Good stuff. Well, Mike, we'll wrap it up here at the Beverley, home of Hampton and Richmond Football Club. 0-0 draw today. It's a great point on the road, and from all of our travelling support, from all of us at Blue Army TV, congratulations on a job well done, and we'll see you Tuesday night.
Thanks, Si.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.